stays and who goes? In today's video, I'm going to take a look at all the expiring contracts in Montreal right now, and I'm going to tell you which players I would keep, which players I would let walk, and which players I would toss into a dumpster outside of Mary Brown's. And when I'm done, of course, as always, I want you guys to let me know how your list looks, because most likely you're going to be making some changes. But here we go, without wasting too much of your precious YouTube time. The first guy on my list is Chris Tierney. Now Tierney, he was claimed off of waivers by the Canadiens last season when they were struck by the Black Plague or whatever it was. That was causing everybody to get injured. And you know what? I didn't really see him do, well, anything that makes me want to keep him around. He plugged the hole, right? That was it. So no offense to Chris Tierney, but if I'm Kent Hughes, you're not getting a contract from the Canadiens this offseason, and you're not getting a ceremony, nothing. Next up, we got 31-year-old Alex Belzile, who was kind of a feels-good story this season. He put up some pretty solid numbers down in Laval, and then when he got caught up to the Canadiens, he put up some pretty solid numbers as well. He had 6 goals, 8 assists in 31 games. He also got into a scrap. Okay, Tugger got out of the cage, and luckily for him, that's always going to earn him some brownie points on this channel. So if I'm Kent Hughes, I would give Belzile a 2-year contract, maybe a 2-way contract, and let him just have the time of his life down in Laval. I like him. Now moving on, next up on the list, we got the Italian stallion, Michael Ankle Biter Pezzetta. He's 25 years old. He's a restricted free agent, and last season he put up 7 goals and 8 assists in 63 games, along with 77 satisfying penalty minutes. And I would absolutely get him signed immediately. I don't even know what Kent's waiting for. Preferably long term, like 8 years, $1 million per. Maybe have some kind of a greasy stipulation where he can't cut his hair for the duration of the contract. But I'm bringing Pezzetta back 100% because you need that kind of sandpaper in the lineup. Next up, we got Denis Gurianov, or Gary on off as Gary likes to call him. And that's also kind of the way his play on the ice is as well. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's off. Gurianov is another restricted free agent. He's a big 6'3" winger. And last season for the Canadiens, after he was acquired, he managed to put up 5 goals and 3 assists in 23 games. Now, he's a former 12th overall pick of the Dallas Stars. I did think that he looked really good for like his first 5 games with the Canadiens. And then all of a sudden, he turned into Bigfoot for the remainder of the season. Everybody kept saying they were seeing him, but I didn't see him. So this is a tough one, man. I'd say flip a coin. And if they need an extra body, maybe they can keep him around. So I'm going to keep him in the coin toss category. Next up, we got Paul Byron, or what's left of Paul Byron. Oh, this poor guy's like having a 12 lane skidoo in your shit. You want to hang on to him for keepsake. You just want to keep him around. But you know inside that he's likely never going to see the ice again, okay? Byron's not going to get another contract, but I really hope they find something for him to do. Give him a new job. And now, on to Jonathan Drouin himself. Absolutely not. I know some of you guys are probably thinking that maybe we can keep him around for a year or two, or maybe we could use a guy to help Pezzetta with curling his hair. But you know what? Can we really trust him with this kind of responsibility? No, we can't. I'm sorry. I know all about his numbers last season and how his points per game was pretty good towards the end of the season, whenever he was able to play. But a good time to part ways with this guy is right now, okay? Right? Meow. Next up on the list is Sean Monahan, who was acquired by Montreal via trade, put up 17 points in 25 games, ate some toast, and then simply disappeared because he kept getting injured and kept trying to return before he was even better. Real smart shot, no offense. So now Monahan is about to hit free agency, and let's face it, it's a pretty big name out there on the market. He's pretty good, but with all of his recent injury history, teams are going to be very reluctant to sign him to a contract that's got, a lot of term. So if I'm the Canadiens right now, maybe I'd toss him a 1-year contract. I doubt him and his agent are going to take something like this. I'd say they're just going to test the market anyway. But that's about as far as I'd go with Sean Monahan right now. And last but not least is our little bundle of joy, Colonoscopy Caulfield, who just had 26 goals last season in 46 games. He's a beauty, and I'm kinda shocked that he's not already signed. So of course I'd do it, okay? I'd offer him an 8x8 because he's a pure offensive lunatic, okay? And you can't let this guy slip away right now. He can find the back of the net with his eyes closed. He's always smiling. He's happy to be at the rink. Clearly loves the game. And if he's not signed soon, I'm honestly gonna hit somebody over the head with a pillowcase full of moose shit. It's gonna happen. But anyway, that sums up every contract that's expired right now on the Canadiens roster. I'm pretty sure I got everybody. So you can let me know in the comments section which guys you would keep around and which guys you would kick in the hiney hole and send them out of here. I want to hear all about it. Don't forget to slap the like button across the cheeks before you leave here. And hey, see you next time.